John Diddy Combs and Luigi Mangione, two highly publicized figures, are now unexpectedly linked by their current incarceration at the Metropolitan Detention Center (MDC) in Brooklyn, New York. Despite the stark differences in their backgrounds and the nature of their legal troubles, both men find themselves sharing the same prison facility, though on separate floors for the time being. However, according to prison consultant Sam Mangel, the two may soon be placed on the same floor, a development that has raised eyebrows given their high-profile cases. Combs, the renowned music mogul, founder of Bad Boy Records, and influential figure in the entertainment industry, has recently found himself facing serious legal challenges. The music icon, who has built a multi-million-dollar empire over decades, was arrested in September 2024 on charges that include sex trafficking, racketeering, and engaging in prostitution. These charges have stunned fans and industry peers alike, given Combs' status as a prominent celebrity known for his wealth, power, and influence in the music and entertainment industries. He has pleaded not guilty to the charges but has been denied bail on 3 separate occasions, with his trial slated to begin in May 2025. Until then, Combs remains in confinement at the MDC, a facility known for housing high-profile detainees. On the other hand, Luigi Mangione, a 26-year-old Ivy League-educated engineer, is facing entirely different charges that have also garnered significant media attention. Mangione is accused of murdering Brian Thompson, the CEO of United Healthcare, in what appears to be a shocking and tragic crime. Thompson, a respected figure in the healthcare industry, was killed on December 4, 2024, and Mangione was extradited to New York City from Pennsylvania last week to face the charges. He has been indicted on first-degree murder charges, and additionally, he is facing several federal charges, including murder and stalking. Mangione pleaded not guilty to the charges during his initial court appearance and is scheduled for his next hearing on February 21, 2025. At present, Mangione is being held in the Special Housing Unit (SHU) at the MDC, a facility that provides heightened security and observation for inmates who are considered a high risk. While their legal cases and the crimes they are accused of could not be more different, the two men are now connected through their shared experience at the MDC. According to Mangel, the prison consultant, although Combs and Mangione are currently held on separate floors at the MDC, it is expected that they will eventually be housed on the same floor. This has generated considerable interest due to the nature of their high-profile cases and the potential for media attention surrounding the two men. For now, both are in separate areas of the prison, with Combs reportedly being held in a unit designated for individuals facing serious charges related to sex trafficking and organized crime. Mangione, on the other hand, is currently in the SHU, a unit typically reserved for prisoners who require special observation due to their legal status or behavior. The possibility of Combs and Mangione being placed on the same floor at the MDC is intriguing, particularly given the contrasting nature of their legal battles. Combs, a wealthy and influential figure in the entertainment industry, has been one of the most well-known names in the music business for decades. His legal troubles, which stem from allegations of sexual misconduct, trafficking, and involvement in a criminal network, have shocked many in the entertainment world, where he has long been a powerhouse in the hip-hop and R&B genres. The charges against him have raised questions about the darker side of the music industry and its connections to organized crime. Combs' legal team has vigorously denied all allegations, and he has maintained his innocence despite the serious nature of the charges. His case is set to be one of the most high-profile legal battles in recent years, and his trial is expected to draw significant attention from the media and the public. In contrast, Mangione's case has drawn attention due to the violent nature of the crime he is accused of committing. The murder of Brian Thompson, a respected CEO in the healthcare sector, has shocked the business world, and Mangione's arrest has raised questions about the motivations behind the crime. While the details of the case remain unclear, Mangione's background as an Ivy League-educated engineer has only added to the intrigue surrounding his arrest. The murder of a high-ranking executive in such a brutal manner has raised suspicions about possible personal or professional motives, and the federal charges against Mangione indicate that the authorities are taking the case very seriously. As with Combs, Mangione's legal team has pleaded not guilty to the charges, and his upcoming trial will likely become a significant focal point for legal and media scrutiny. The two men's legal battles are, at this point, still in the early stages, but both are likely to draw attention in the coming months as their cases develop. The MDC, which has housed numerous high-profile inmates over the years, including organized crime figures, political leaders, and celebrities, will continue to be the backdrop for these two men's legal journeys. The fact that they are currently held at the same facility, though on separate floors, only adds to the intrigue of their cases. It remains to be seen how the circumstances of their imprisonment will affect the public's perception of them, as well as how their respective trials will unfold in the coming year. For now, the focus is on their time at the MDC, where both men are facing a range of legal challenges. Combs, as a well-known public figure, faces the scrutiny of his career, reputation, and legacy being overshadowed by the serious allegations against him. Mangione, on the other hand, faces the weight of a murder charge that has already caused a great deal of public shock and speculation. Both men are being held in separate units at the MDC, but the possibility of their eventual placement on the same floor is an interesting development that could further intensify the media attention surrounding their cases. As the months go on, the legal proceedings for both men will likely continue to make headlines, especially with their trials scheduled for later in 2025. Whether or not Combs and Mangione will be placed on the same floor at the MDC remains to be seen, but the idea of their paths crossing in the same facility adds another layer of complexity to their already high-profile cases. Their time at the MDC is just one chapter in what promises to be a long and drawn-out legal saga, with many questions still left to be answered about their actions, motives, and the legal consequences they will face. The eventual resolution of their cases will undoubtedly continue to draw significant public interest, and it will be fascinating to see how the media, the legal system, and the public respond to the outcomes of these two highly publicized legal battles.